Hello everyone. Today we are going to understand multiple inheritance. So the basic concept behind multiple inheritance is inheriting the properties of more than one parent class. So now let's suppose I'm having a parent class P1 and I'm also having a parent class P2. Some child is trying to inherit my both the classes P1 and P2. So this basic concept where the child class is trying to inherit two or more than two parent classes is known as multiple inheritance. So now what is the problem with multiple inheritance? Let's suppose I'm having some show method in my P1 class and some show method in my P2 class. Now when the C is trying to use this show method or when the C is trying to call this show method using its object, it gets an error that which show message do you want to call. So this is the problem where the methods are having the same signatures and my compiler is confused as to which show function has to be displayed. Then my class method priorities. Compiler also does not know at which priority which function has to be executed. So this is another problem. Constructor calling means what sequence of constructors has to be followed. So let us see the problems that are faced by multiple inheritance using code. In this example, you can see I am having a class A and a class B. My class A has a display method. My class B also has a display method. Now my test class is trying to inherit both A and B methods. Now since multiple inheritance is not supported by Java, you will be getting an error message that test is inheriting from multiple classes. As a solution to multiple inheritance, if you forcefully want Java to execute multiple inheritance, you can do this using interfaces. So let us see the solutions. In this solution, you can see I'm having a parent class, which is having a display method. I'm also having an interface, parent2, which is also having a display method. Now, what my test class is doing is it is inheriting parent1 using the extends keyword, and it is also inheriting the interface using the implements keyword. Now, since my test class is inheriting an interface, it has to provide definitions to all the methods that are present in the interface. So over here, you can see that my test function is trying to provide some definition to my display method. Also, you have to note that whenever you are trying to provide any definitions to a method that is present in the interface, by default, you have to put a public keyword access modifier in the front of the function. So now in my public static void main, there is an object of my test class. And with this, okay, please correct it to display. Using the object of T class, I'm trying to call my display method. Now, it checks that T is an object of test class. So any display method that is nearest to the text class will be displayed. Over here, you can see the display method in the text test class is this one. So the message, this will always be called, will be printed. In this example, you can see you are having a parent class, which is having a display method. You are having an interface, which is also having a display method. Similarly, test class is trying to inherit my parent class using the extends keyword, and it's trying to inherit the interface using the implements keyword. Now, it is also giving the definition of my display method as this display method has been inherited from the interface. It is provided with the access modifier as a public as well. Now over here, you can see that in the main function, you are having an object P1 of my parent1 class. So when you call over here the display method using this P1 object, you can see that P1 object belongs to parent class. So the display method that is nearest to the parent class is this one. So the message that will be printed, it will be method of parent1 class. In the next solution, you can see I'm having a parent interface 1 and then I'm having parent 2 as an interface again. In this interface, I'm having a display method, and in this interface also I'm having a display method. Now, my test class is inheriting both the in interfaces using the implements method, and it's trying to give the definition of this display method. You can see since both the display methods are same, it gives a single definition. This is what is printed if the display method is called. Now in my main function, you can see I have an object T1 of my test class. So whenever this T1.display will be called, this definition will be printed, common definition for both the methods. Now what will happen if my interface has different methods? In this example, you can see I'm having an interface parent1 where I'm having a method show. Then again, I'm having an interface parent2 and a method display. When my test is inheriting both the parent1 and parent2 class interfaces, you can see it is giving the definitions for both the show and display methods. Now, from the main function, when you create an object of your test class and when you call T1.display, the message display method will be printed, and using the T1.show, you will be able to display the show method.